what's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you guys out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for joining us for another, not another, this is our last show of the season. I know, everyone's so broken up over it. I'm making sure that we're live. It looks like we are. Thank you very much. I am Jason the X, but this thing is not done by myself. Over here is Cass.
We're doing SCNS.
What? SCNS?
Right now?
Yes, we're doing right now.
That's what we're doing?
I totally...
Right now?
That's what I called y'all here for.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Okay, and over there making sure that this gets out to the interwebs is Cora.
Hi. Oh, I forgot my lower third. No. No.
Wait, isn't it not there from last week?
There it is.
Okay.
I forgot to turn it on.
Okay.
Hi.
Because we have to know where you are and
Love
stuff.
that.
And
It's going to be a great show, guys.
She's right there.
yeah, well, where they can find like her artwork that she's
Okay.
like catching up on.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly.
Anyway, so yes, like I said, this is the last show of the season where we take our break, enjoy the holidays with our families. But we do have some things in the works apparently that we can't announce just yet. But we're going to be doing some things. Also, in case you didn't notice, we just relaunched Alternate Heads on SCNS Live's channel. Just because when people look at our stuff, we want them to see everything we do. Nate and I had a really good show talking about some toys. Felt good to do that again. And we're actually doing another video this weekend. I was going to try to see if y'all are down for it. But anyway, yeah, last show, it has been quite the year of accomplishments, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, favorite moment of this year for me as far as the show, us going to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. I mean, it was my first time. You'd been there before.
I've been there
a couple of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my first time. It was magic, even though it was very weird.
It was because it was
SCCC.
sadly during the strike, and I don't think y'all got like everything, but I also like that y'all kind of got a bit more of a laid back San Diego Comic-Con experience.
Yeah, and it was still pretty intense.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of nice.
We had fun, lessons learned, hopefully, and we are grandfathered in for this year, so...
Yeah. And we got to see the McElroys.
We're
and
going
they were
back.
great.
And I got to sit front row at a fashion show.
Oh, yeah.
At a runway show. I've never done that before. I had fun.
Crazy. Yeah.
Still following that DJ. Then we were just like all in the front row. Oh. DJ Amanda. Yeah, she was
Cool.
Yeah, she was spinning some tracks. She's always like spinning here in Dallas too, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I know. At the church. Anyway. But yeah, definitely like a sense of accomplishment for us, and I'm happy that y'all got to go, especially how things worked out in the end that everybody could like go at the same time. That really worked out a lot. You know, we're gonna have a good time next year, and hopefully, everybody goes. Looking at you, Cora.
Hopefully.
I gotta say, my favorite, loved SDCC, but most of my favorite moments from the show from this year were all D&D.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I died. It was great.
It was not great. It was not great, but yes, of course, all the streaming on the games we do, that's always a good time. I really miss those days. I wake up Saturdays, I'm like, my life means nothing, but just hanging out with you guys, I mean, that's, yeah, we do the show. We're also friends. We can hang out more. But we have a lot of fun. What the hell? Anyway. So, yeah. But other things that happened this year. Maybe let's go over, like, some of the top things that we enjoyed this year. Like, going around, Cora, favorite movies you saw this year?
Oh, that's so hard. Here, let me just
one, two, or three, just a couple.
All right, so of the movies I saw this year that were new, because I watched a lot of older movies, I'd have to say Dungeons and Dragons, of course.
It was a good time.
Of course, this is also in no particular order. Please understand that. We're going with movies only in the theaters? Yeah.
Not necessarily. You can go on streaming. It doesn't have to be that locked in. Just a movie you saw you enjoyed. That was new.
Okay.
It does have to be new.
Okay. Still Dungeons and Dragons. Barbie, obviously.
Barbie was fun.
Barbie, so good. And FNAF. It feels weird saying that, but it was so good.
Considering we recently all went and saw that, I had a good time.
It was so much fun.
Cass, what about you?
FNAF as well.
I mean,
it was an absolute blast. I knew absolutely nothing going in.
Just about. I didn't know much more.
Nothing going in. And so to be introduced to that universe was a lot of fun. FNAF 3, right? D&D was amazing. And
easy choice on the board.
Participation award goes to Oppenheimer because I loved Oppenheimer. But the other one, I think for me, was actually The Haunting in Venice, which is the new Poirot movie by Kenneth Branagh, and it was spooky, it was mystery, it was everything. Kat and I went to go see it. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it.
I mean, for me, Across the Spider-Verse is one of my favorite movies.
I have that written down too, and I was like, it's so good.
I love seeing Miles on screen. It's also going to go into like my video game picks, but I thought Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was honestly better than I expected it to be. That's why I'm putting it on the list. It was better than I thought that Guardians movie was going to be. Yeah. So it genuinely surprised me.
First F-bomb in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That was the best line.
And I feel like it was appropriate who said it as well.
I mean, yes. I'm not a huge Chris Pratt fan, but with children and having put them in cars before, I felt that pain.
Oh my god, the Super Mario Brothers movie came out this year too.
The Super Mario Brothers movie. I was going to get to that.
Oh my god.
It was great. I liked it. I had so much fun during that movie, and I have zero complaints. It was a Super Mario Brothers movie, and it was good. Well done, Nintendo. Do it again.
I do want to give a special shout out because a lot of it's like fun movies, but like when you get into like really interesting perspective movies, like I also really like those. And one movie that I thought just really hit that kind of deep place, especially from a different perspective, was Cocaine Bear. I just really
of all the
I had so much fun in that movie.
It was so good.
It was just...
I didn't know I wanted to see character actress Margaret Martindale's face just drug across the road, but I did. It was so funny. It was so good. Oh my god. So stupid.
I still love that I went to go see that movie with my wife. Like, look, I was down for that movie on the first trailer.
The announcement, I was like, yes.
It is a bear that took cocaine and goes on a rampage.
Based on a true story.
Give me a ticket now.
So, as a fun story, I didn't know that there was a movie coming out for Cocaine Bear. Instead, I watched a video from Mr. Ballin on YouTube. Okay. He went over the true story of Cocaine Bear. Yeah. And he always does these wacky, unusual stories. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is just that. And then literally the next video I watched had a trailer for Cocaine Bear the movie. It was
awesome. This isn't funny. This isn't funny. But rest in peace, Ray Liotta, whose final project was Cocaine Bear.
Oh my god.
It looks like he had a blast. He had a blast with that movie, and it is clear. It's so stupid.
Oh my god.
Thinking about that movie and like the joy that it brought me. I don't even know if that's an honorable mention. Apparently, we just all love that Cocaine Bear movie. I like that I actually saw that with the Goodricks, some good friends of ours. Yeah. Just surprised they just happened to be like I was complaining. Oh crap! There's gonna be somebody next to me, and it was them. And we had it's always fun to. It makes it more fun to laugh in a group. But yeah, it was a whole lot of just the bear did blank, you know, just.
I think Kat and I started that movie after midnight.
I feel like to get the full Cocaine Bear experience, you can't be completely awake or completely sober.
I don't think we
were. Yeah, I went to Alamo. I was not completely sober.
And like, that's not to say that the movie was not still fun, but it's so much more fun when you add like sleep deprivation or alcohol
whiskey,
to it.
Yes. So yeah, definitely an honorable mention.
Absolutely
just for wildest premise that was successful. Seriously, first trailer, I was like, I'm watching this damn movie. Ain't no question. Anyway.
Also, special shout out to Talk to Me.
I still haven't seen it yet.
It's
really
so
wanna see
good.
it.
It's so creepy. Yeah, there's a lot of good horror came out this year because you have FNAF, Haunting in Venice, which is horror adjacent. Knock at the Cabin was really good. Talk to Me was really good. There was another one.
We talked about this briefly before we came on air, but rated 100% on Rotten Tomatoes was the animated Slam Dunk movie. Who there is one person in this room that positively will not stop talking about sports anime and has not seen this movie that is 100%.
It was in theaters in America for a very short amount of
And
time.
apparently made an impact.
And I missed it because the theater next to me had it for like 1 day less than other theaters did, and I couldn't get to another
I
one.
require you to go watch this and just tell me how good it is.
Want to, though. I have to finish my rewatch of this.
Anyway, so we're getting like best TV of the year. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I got Ahsoka and The Mandalorian in 1 year. Still love me some Star Wars.
I mean, Ahsoka episode, I think it's 5, was one of the best episodes of television I've seen in a long time. Directed, the cinematographer was Sam Riegel's wife.
What?
From Critical Role.
Okay.
She's the cinematographer. She did cinematography for like 3 or 4 episodes, but that episode's cinematography.
So that's why
amazing.
Sam was a stormtrooper in there.
Yep. Yeah, she got him in. So you said Ahsoka, Mandalorian. Do you have a third?
Nah, I mean, it wasn't this year, so like the other stuff, I'm like catching up on a lot of TV. Off the top of my head, Return of Futurama, just because I love Futurama.
That happened?
Yes, that happened.
Missed that.
Literally watched the first episode as we were on our way back from San Diego in the back seat of the car.
Nice.
Because I was just happy to see those actors. It was more of that like, hey, welcome home, guys. Yeah. Like I had feelings for that one because I love that show. So.
Yeah.
But hit it. Best 3 or 2 or 1?
I think I'm the reason that we made the top 3 rule, and it was for TV shows.
Yeah.
Because there were 3 that were absolutely outstanding, all very different from each other. Fall of the House of Usher was absolutely stellar. It's the latest Mike Flanagan. 8 episodes, I think. Just an amazing, terrifying, and so good. Literally left me speechless for like 5 minutes at the end of one of the episodes because it was so well done and so spooky. Last of Us, obviously.
I couldn't
amazing.
put that on my list because I knew you were going to put it on yours.
It was so good. Pedro Pascal absolutely nailed every single moment. Bella Ramsey was amazing.
Who's actually in talks to play Reed Richards in the MCU now. And someone noted, well, he might have a big schedule with Last of Us Season 2. And I'm like, I'm literally like that meme where the guy looks sideways like...
Well, we don't know. Because, I forgot. Good Omens Season 2 came out this year, too.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. It's not on my top 3. But Good Omens, Terry Gilliam and Neil Gaiman talked about a second book for the Good Omens franchise.
Sandman was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett?
Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett. Talked about a book 2. Good Omens Season 2 is not book 2. Good Omens Season 2 is the build-up to book 2. They could do the same with The Last of Us. So it might not be one-to-one for the game. They might. So he might have more to do than we think he's going to. But yeah, Last of Us was amazing. And then out of left field, Bill Lawrence, the guy that made Scrubs and Ted Lasso, put out a TV show this year on Apple TV called Shrinking. It's Jason Segel, Harrison Ford, and Krista Miller, I think is her name. It was Bill Lawrence's wife. It's about a shrink whose wife has passed away and his kind of recovery from that. And Harrison Ford plays a therapist. And Jason Segel is like mentor. And it's an absolutely fantastic TV show. If you like Ted Lasso, you will probably love Shrinking. And it's one of the best TV shows I've seen in a long time, and definitely in my top 3 this year. It's really, really good.
Mainly just to anger cast. Anyway.
I'm just saying that I have been told that if you like Ted Lasso, then you would like Prince of Tennis. I'm just throwing that out there. Thank you.
So as long as you're throwing stuff out there, what's some of the best TV you've watched this year? Gonna just throw it to you there.
Sorry.
Miss interjecting over there.
Cass's broken brain. I get it from two angles here.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. I'm gonna recover. Can
What
you
you
talk
been
about
watching?
your TV shows?
So I only watched one TV show since YouTube series don't count, and that is the Junji Ito macabre horror show that they did this year. It was pretty decent.
I thought it was slightly hit or miss, but when it hit.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is dependent on the story because some of the stories work really well in the show format, but there's a lot of them that they benefit from being the comic itself. And I understand why they still made them into the show, because like excluding Tomie from something like this is a sin, because Tomie is one of his most popular works.
I also want to give that one a rewatch.
I do too.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know how you make Tomie into a single episode. I would watch Tomie the series.
Well, Tomie and Shuichi, the guy that had the nails,
Mm-hmm.
those are both reoccurring characters that he uses. So there's several stories with them.
Like, I would be up for a Tomie anthology show.
Yeah, that
Especially if you had like really short, like 10-minute episodes.
yeah.
And if you want to check some out, we have a Junji Ito experience video on our channel that was
true.
really awesome. I found the creepiest music to put to it.
Oh, it was so creepy.
By the way, did you know that the blind boxes from that glow in the dark? Because I found out.
While we were in San Diego, if you didn't watch, we bought Cora, because she didn't come with us, we found these Junji Ito blind boxes, and we got her a couple of them.
Yeah.
So you just...
I put it on my bookshelf. The
God.
one that I got, I put on my bookshelf, and it was the baby with the little tree coming out of it.
No!
And I put it on there next to something, and I walked by it, and it had, like, I don't know what it had. I think I had just turned my light off and walked right by it, and I just saw something glowing green in the darkness of my bookshelf, and panicked. I was like, what is that? And it was that, and I was like, wait a minute. And I have like a blacklight flashlight, and I just... Oh.
Amazing.
Then she thought it was cool.
I did not
immediately.
know that because I packed them away. I took out the things and put them on the shelf, and I don't have the boxes.
Dude, no.
That's amazing.
Nuh-uh.
That's, if you've ever read Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk, there's a cover that's like a ghost face of a man screaming, and it's glow in the dark.
Ooh.
And I did not know that until Kat was reading it and left it on a side table one night, and it's literally like a face, like a screaming face. And I can't even look at the cover, even when it's not dark, because it's so scary. I genuinely thought I was going to die.
That's fair.
So yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So just for your knowledge, now when you guys go home, or when you go home, you can try that out.
Amazing.
Which one did you get? Did you?
I got two of them. I got the tree, and then I think I got a snail girl.
Oh, the
Yeah. Which amazing. And by the way, there is an Uzumaki movie coming out.
It's an anime.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
excited.
don't remember when, but yeah, the Junji Ito TV show got me really excited for the because Uzumaki is even more closer to the original source.
Yeah, and
in like the animation.
Yeah, they have a trailer out. If you guys want to watch it on YouTube, go look at it after the show. It's really really cool, and Junji Ito does do a cameo voice in it. We just don't know who yet because he is excited for the show to come out, and he'll tell us then.
Yep.
Any other best of the year, like one thing or whatever that you want to highlight? I do have one just because it was something that also we saw. We talked to Jada Toys out in San Diego Comic Con, and honestly, their new Street Fighter line is one of the best toy lines of the year.
Yeah.
Seriously, I got the exclusive there of Ryu, the evil Ryu, and I've gotten the other two figures out of the line. These are solid figs, and for a company that was known for making die-cast cars to suddenly come out of left field with, hey, we have 1/12 scale action figures of a very popular license, and they're good, I gotta hand it to them. They're solid.
For me, Dimension 20s, of course, their horror season I loved. Never After was absolutely amazing. And I actually cosplay a character from it now because I loved it so much. It's the Little Red Riding Hood.
That's partially wolfed up.
She's not
all wolfed out. What about you? Best something this year? Anything?
I would say best addition to a online series would definitely be The Oldest of You Part 3. It is essentially a full-length movie. It's almost an hour long. And it is incredible because it is now the only place that the Valley View Mall of Texas exists. And it is important to note that it was all created in Blender. It was not filmed on location.
Wild.
And it is identical. The creator was able to get... He has a friend in Dallas that went to Dallas City Hall and got the blueprints for Valley View Mall and used those to create it, used pictures, everything. It is also the only place that one of the Rolling Giant sculptures still exists because it also died with Valley View Mall. It's also terrifying.
We didn't even talk about games.
Oh, no.
I got 3 real quick. Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate 3, and Tears of the Kingdom. Easy choices. Although I really want to throw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the DLC in there because we had so much fun playing it. But no, my best
Honorable
3.
mention.
Love those 3 games.
Elden Ring came out last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
I don't know.
Nothing? It's okay.
D&D.
I'm playing D&D. Yeah. All those games are original.
I did play Monster of the Week for the first time this year, and I thought it was really good. I always come back to my home to D&D, but yeah, Monster of the Week. It's fun. I know it didn't come out this year. I played it this year.
Core Best Gaming out there.
All right,
Congratulations on joining the community for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3 has been
Go
really
bang the bear.
great. Huh?
Go bang the bear.
I have to get to that point
Whoa.
first, and I have to bang the vampire first.
Mysterium?
So Baldur's Gate 3 has been great. Tears of the Kingdom, fantastic. And I'm going to count the updates that Final Fantasy XIV has made because they've been a lot of fun, especially with their current event with Fall Guys.
Sweet.
So I get to play Fall Guys in 14 and still don't get a crown.
Oh. Well, it's been an awesome 2023. Let's go ahead and get it out the door. 2024, get ready to be made my bitch. But let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some actual news, some super cool nerd news. I'm going to start with some happy news because you may have heard that I'm a fan of Transformers. But also I'm a fan of the man that has played the voice of Optimus Prime for many years and brought so much joy to those out there. Peter Cullen, who yesterday was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences for his voice work on many properties, G.I. Joe, Transformers, he was Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh, and for just being a really, really good guy. And he's voiced the character literally since 1984 and just revoiced him in Transformers Rise of the Beast. Why wasn't it in my top 3 of the movies? Anyway, he did have this to say in his statement. Are you sure they have the right Cullen? I spell it C-U-L-L-E-N. Seriously though, I'm humbled to be recognized by the Academy with this great honor. Now that the strikes are over, we can go back to being happy about things. He's going to actually receive the award at the Children and Family Emmy Awards on December 17th. But yes, congratulations, Mr. Cullen. Thank you for all the years that you brought the literal voice of everyone's hero. I'm so happy that this man got recognized. Because honestly, Frank Welker, who was opposite of him playing Megatron, has voiced so many more characters. But
including the lion's roars from Lion King.
The man is multi-talented.
Oh, wow.
He can do any, and Abu.
But I honestly think he does kind of overshadow a little bit sometimes. But they're both great actors. But yeah, Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
The voice of Toonami. Oh, yeah. Yes, he was.
One of the few voice actors that carried over from animation to live action, right? Because he voices him in the movies.
Yep.
And that does not
During
usually
several
happen.
iterations of. He has played that character several of the cartoon series.
You just can't replace him. just
And
can't.
if you do, if you learned anything from the Bumblebee movie, replacing him and not treating him well will anger a lot of fans. Basically, they did the voice work with another actor and then brought him in after. Oh, just say over the lines that the other actor did. And the community was, as much as everybody liked Bumblebee, and everyone loved the Bumblebee movie, but as soon as they found it, you besmirched Peter Cullen.
That's a dick move to both actors.
Yeah,
Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
And of course, I think this director had he took a little jab at that from Rise of the Beast. Like, Peter Cullen will be voicing his lines in studio for the character. He took just a little slight which, I mean, I don't think that was the director's call so much, because I actually liked the work that she did. Birds of Prey as well.
Oh yeah.
Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name right now.
This isn't Chloe Zhao, is it?
I think that's her name. I just can't. Every time I hear her name, I'm like, oh, she did Bumblebee. But yeah, congratulations, Peter Cullen. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Anybody else got some good news they want to throw out there? Anything, Cass?
In case you didn't know, the writers that struck were right all along.
I mean, we knew that.
You know, I knew that.
We knew that.
And you knew that.
Yeah, of course.
Cora knew
that.
Cora knew that. Look at
We
her.
all
She knew
know that.
Mhm.
Now, David Zaslav is admitting it.
Took him long
Do you have
enough.
the picture up?
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Looking here like a
ugly.
like you searched AI images for biggest douchebag.
I want to know where his lips go when he smiles.
I don't know.
They recede like that hairline.
Puckering up like an asshole.
You ain't getting no love here, man.
He said, and I quote, "They are right about almost everything, so what if we overpay? I've never regretted overpaying for great talent or a great asset." First of all, are you kidding me? We went through a whole thing. It was 148 days, I think. You couldn't have just said that. Also, too, overpaying the writer. You think you're overpaying the writers now?
Impossible.
You made $246 million in 2021, and as Adam Conover pointed out, that's about the same level as 10,000 writers
Oh no.
at the salaries they were asking for. So, I'm happy he caught up, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, we all know that he knew, and it's just about pride.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I cannot believe it took us this long
still,
to get a decent deal for these people.
Warner Brothers took a $250 million loss over paying $47 million. I'm not going to forget those numbers, because apparently that was the straw that broke the camel's back, honestly. When that report came out, they were like, we're done with this.
Yeah.
We lost.
I want to remind you that Bob Iger called the writers' proposed changes unrealistic during the strike.
What did he call them again?
He said unrealistic.
How does it feel?
I'm so happy we won, but don't lose that anger.
No,
we're gonna need it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because this isn't just about writers.
Anytime
but
checks
also
go out,
about
this needs to be
writers.
This needs a good reminder.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be handed such a crushing defeat, how do you know you're not in the wrong? I mean, honestly, who are we kidding? They knew they were wrong.
Yeah,
Of course.
we need a soapbox.
They
So
just
I need to get on
they
one.
were just hoping, hey, they'll lose their houses and can't buy Christmas presents, and then the strike will break.
So once again, congratulations, writers. We love you very much. And we're so happy that you got a decent deal out of
I
this.
hope those zeros look good. Relish in that shit.
Of course. Of course they were right.
I know.
Of course they were right. Of course they were right.
Corey, you want to take it?
I do. Okay, guys. So, I've been waiting for this picture all night. I'm excited.
Can I proceed this? She asked me before we started, hey, Jason,
nervous.
what would make me get kicked off of this show? And after giving her several things that weren't likely to happen, she just kind of said, cool, and went back to what she was doing.
Murder someone in front of me, I guess.
That depends on
All right,
who it
so,
was.
That's true.
So, this does involve John Wick.
Love me a John Wick.
Okay.
There is an anime series in the works.
What?
For John Wick?
Yes, they are in the talks to do an anime series for John Wick. Chad Stahelski? Am I
Sure.
pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Stahelski teased the anime project on a podcast where he was like being interviewed. And hold on, let me get the quote.
It's giving me bedroom eyes.
Thank you, Microsoft Paint.
Is that what you were doing? No.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
To quote him, he said, "So we're really looking forward to that second television series because they're working on a television series as well.
Yeah.
We're really excited about it because we're doing that and a Japanese anime because I love Japanese anime so much. So to create all the cool stories that anime could achieve better than we could and the TV show to expand our world, we'll still get our fix, you know what I mean? And we'll still have all the fun." And I'm very excited about it.
This picture that you've created.
I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to deal with this picture.
Okay.
It's just ooh woo eyes.
I was gonna do the little ooh mouth, but I felt like that was too much.
It would have been. If I'm being honest, that's too much.
He needed some like the sweat lines coming, the sweat drops coming off of his head.
The like 3 pink lines.
The blush. Oh god.
What's wrong with you? Anyway,
there's a lot of things,
so
but
weird.
But hey, John Wick anime.
Yeah, I'm not a big anime gal, but
I think the gunplay would
give
look.
it a shot.
The gunplay would look cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a kind of a sad sentiment.
Like, how do you make action scenes from John Wick better?
Can you
animate them? Can
you imagine if we still had Satoshi Kon to do the cinematography for this?
You've got a high bar to rise to because the action scenes in John Wick are fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't think you could do badly with anime on this.
Honestly, Keanu already looks a little bit like he's in anime.
He really does, and I don't think being in several video games has helped.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this point.
You're breathtaking.
Oh, he's such a sweet guy. Wow. Okay. Well.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so on to some kind of bad news. Okay, so Loki season 2 just finished out, and it was a good ender for that series. You didn't like it?
Do you feel like he's done, right?
No, absolutely not.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't feel that way.
More later.
I think there is.
It feels like they.
It feels like an exit, but I don't think it has to be.
Anyway.
So anyway, yeah, but one of the things was the fact that the actor, I can't think of his name, Jonathan. I can't think of Jonathan's name, his last name, Kang.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors. There. Wow.
Majors.
I'm so bad at this.
Jonathan
Majors had reprised his role as Kang.
Yeah.
Victor Timely in that, to the surprise of a lot of people, considering the controversy that's kind of chasing him around right now.
They were shot.
It was shot way before, and it is deserved that the other actors that worked on this, especially with what they did, that this series was released.
Yeah.
However, that might be it because director Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi, which was very good.
It's very well directed.
He is doing apparently Shang-Chi 2 and Wonder Man as well. But he has decided to exit Avengers Kang Dynasty. He did come out and say this was an amicable parting. Not sure of the reasons. He didn't go into it very much. Jeff Loveness was apparently he was taken off of the project before, and then he was placed on it. We were given no reasons, but we've also had a lot of talk that Disney is looking to distance themselves from Jonathan Majors. And we don't have word on what they're going to do with the character. They're talking about maybe recasting. All this is speculative at the best.
It would be the easiest thing in the world to recast this particular character. The whole thing is that there are a lot of versions of him. I
think that there is room to let's move on.
Yeah.
I still want Kang as a villain. He is a worthy villain of the Avengers. look, I was a Jonathan Majors fan.
Yeah, me too.
But
Lovecraft Country.
But this thing hasn't gotten resolved yet in the manner that they said it was going to, so I am skeptical at best. But if that's the case, his actions off screen should not dictate what happens on screen.
Yeah.
It's time to just recast the character and let's move on.
And again, within the universe, it would be so easy.
Yeah, we could do this.
Yeah. And like, I understand not recasting Black Panther, and I respect what they did, and I love what they did. This is not the same situation.
I do too, but I really wanted Black Panther. Anyway.
I understand, but like, I get it.
I do.
This is different. You can recast this character so easy. So easy.
So, yeah, we don't know why. This movie is still slated to come out in 2026.
I will say, working on 3 pictures at the same time is a lot.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's just it.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that sounds
it could
right.
be. Like I said, it was an amicable party. He didn't go I'm not doing this because Jonathan Majors. And we don't even know if Disney is fully stepping away from Jonathan Majors. Maybe they're trying to get this case tried.
Yeah.
Let's get the truth and, let the law find where it's going to land. But for now, especially with where the strike is over and we need to get back to work.
Yeah.
Like, they're already starting up on Deadpool 3 again.
Stranger Things started shooting the Monday after the strike ended. So I guess this Monday.
FNAF 2 is in production.
And we still don't have a resolution
pre-production, sorry.
to this outside thing that happened. So
yeah.
We'll see, but
I do, and this is a little bit of a tangent. You feel like with what we've seen of Kang that he's still a strong contender for a villain. Like, I get nervous because, and I don't think I've said this on the show, but like the first time we saw Thanos in action, he bodied the Hulk. The first time we saw Kang in action, he was killed. The second time we saw Kang in action, he got his ass kicked by Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't.
But that's the point of the character in the comics.
It's just
You're
a bunch
never
of them.
gonna get rid of him.
But
and
if he's
each
so
and every
easy
time
to defeat, why do we care?
because he gets harder to defeat every time he comes back.
Oh, okay.
Kang is in the comic. He is a descendant of Reed Richards. He has a great scientific mind, and of course, all science starts with not understanding.
Yeah.
So he learns.
No, ma'am.
What is the cat doing to me?
She's kidding me. It's okay.
She's just.
She's coming at me. It's all right. It's
Anyway,
all right.
but yeah, I honestly wish there was a resolution to this. It doesn't. If it doesn't work out, it's time to move on.
Yeah.
Other people have jobs to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This is a whole ecosystem at this point.
At least we're still getting this director on Shang-Chi too, because I really like Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
So.
I do also want to ask, how do you feel about rumors? I don't know if anyone's covering this. Rumors about Pedro Pascal.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do no wrong, but I don't want him as I don't want.
It's good casting.
Yeah. I don't want this either.
So.
Especially after we see
Especially after
Doctor Strange 2 or 3 2.
Seeing John Krasinski
was not a great movie, but like John Krasinski as Reed Richards was amazing. And I get that he doesn't want to get locked down into like a 15-picture deal or whatever.
And then we could get his wife as Sue Storm. That'd be it.
But like,
it's a twofer.
Pedro Pascal doesn't look like Reed Richards.
Yeah, I don't know if I want this.
I want him maybe as something else, but like I just don't love him for
Doctor Doom. We want him as Doctor Doom. I'm kidding. Well, wait.
Pop out that slutty little knee. Yeah.
Daddy Doom over there.
Oh God.
Yes, Daddy Doom.
I started this. I have no one to blame but myself for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it, and we don't have anything confirmed, despite what some websites may have said. So.
Yeah, this is a rumor and barely that.
Yeah.
The role's been offered to a couple of actors, I think, by now, but we still don't have a decision. Anyway, what else have you got this week?
Did you know that there was a Sony Marvel movie called Madam Web coming out? Me, neither. And the
No, I knew.
You knew. I didn't know.
I didn't
You had never heard of it.
Look, I knew. I just still didn't believe.
I didn't. This is a trailer that came out. Their trailers, I think, usually come out at least 60% of the way through production. So this is not like a new thing. They've done this movie probably made most of it by now. I was not aware that it was happening. And that's wild to me. I will say the trailer's gotten a lot of heat. I'm kind of on board. I think this might be fun. I like Dakota Johnson. I like the chick from Euphoria. Who's the blonde all the way on the left?
Mary Parker. Emma Roberts. I'm sorry, Emma Roberts. Wait, on the left? Oh, Sydney Sweeney. Sorry.
Sydney Sweeney. I like Sydney Sweeney.
So she's playing Julia Carpenter, who is the Spider-Woman in the black and white with the red hair. Isabella is Aranye.
Sure.
Is her spider name. She's in the Spider family. Emma Roberts is apparently Mary Parker.
Sure.
So,
I know less than nothing about this group.
I remember bringing it up that they were making Kraven, Madam Web, and whatever that mask character was, and why. Because Sony has the rights to these Marvel properties.
Yeah.
But I still didn't. I'm like, have you seen what Madam Web looked like in the comics or the TV? She is an old woman that sits in a chair and like prophesizes things.
Oh, that's fun.
She looks like
Dakota Johnson is in her early 30s.
Yeah, this is not the casting that I expected.
No. That being said, like, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. It's like kind of seeing the future vibe mixed with spider vibes. Something webs our time.
The webs of fate.
Yeah,
I think they're
Maddie Franklin. Sorry. She's another Spider Woman.
I think Sony is 1 for 3 at this point. Because the first Venom was good, the second Venom was, and then Morbius was.
Stop. And now we're getting.
I'm part of a bad movie night group, and we watched Morbius.
And now we're getting Kraven and this.
Yeah, Kraven looks trash though. This looks like it could be a lot of fun.
Okay. This looks like a TV show.
That's true.
This looks like it would have been a good like eight episode show. Yeah. Because we've got to tell the story of Madam Web and 3 different Spider people.
Yeah. You think we're going to run into like a Justice League situation?
I think
where
so.
Nobody has enough time.
We're going to have to establish each of these characters. Yeah. Like, I know these characters. Julia Carpenter's been around for years.
Sure.
She was a member of the Avengers. Aranya, she's been around for a couple years. But yeah, Mary Parker, which I thought this was another character.
Parker, how is she related?
Different dimension, whatever. Anyway, I got her full history. But she's also a newer character. But, I'm sorry. She is the niece of J. Jonah Jameson in the comics. I forgot about that.
What?
I know.
This is why I followed DC.
First appeared in 1998, actually.
So she's been around a while.
I don't know.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did watch the trailer. And I still feel as though this could have been a TV show.
I do too, but I'm trying to hold out hope.
But also, I was like, they really did this. You crazy bastards! You really went with a Madam Web movie?
They're really throwing anything at the wall.
They're trying because they want something to strike.
Yeah.
Because Morbius did not do it. Seriously. Kraven, what the? We're making a Kraven movie.
Kraven was a weird choice.
I hate is the worst character. This is my most hated Spider-Man character. I've always hated Kraven.
I guess you could say they are depraven.
You asked earlier what could get you kicked off the show. Congratulations, you found it. No,
I hated that.
Oh man, I should have.
But there's not much that they have left in that franchise, those licenses that they have.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're making a Madam Web movie. What is going on in the world? Stop. I think it could have... I can't see this as a movie, and...
Tell me you ran out of ideas without telling me you ran out of ideas.
I just saw The Marvels, and even though people aren't going to say a movie, it's a really good movie. I've defended it. And then y'all turn around and make Madam Web. Damn y'all. Damn you. It feels like...
You never know.
You got people that are just walking to you now like, Madam Web, huh? Oh, you like the Marvels, huh? Madam Web. I got nothing.
I mean, I said it before the show, and I'll say it again. Just because it's female-led does not mean you have to like it, but you can't hate on it because it's female-led. There's a difference.
And I don't hate this. I'm just confused.
Yeah. And that's also valid.
I'm gonna give the Marvels a shot, even though I really didn't like Captain Marvel.
Somebody
We'll give
introduced the
this a shot.
history of the character of Madam Web, and they got some writers in a room, and they turned out a script. That alone is a daunting feat that I like. A part of me just respects the fact that it happened.
Just feel for the writer pitching that to an executive
Unlike
who's
his-
never read a Spider-Man comic in his life.
A guy on his 50th cup of coffee, like,
Like,
This is the third draft.
okay, I got it. I got it. We'll just add 3 other spider people in there because this is seriously. She sits in like a web throne and like calls Spider-Man to her dimension. She got an action figure.
that's just Oscar Isaac's character from Spider-Verse.
No, I'm gonna get Ricky.
How's it different?
Ricky, I'll get you, Ricky. I want to go all the way. Never mind. You haven't seen me.
sorry.
Anyway,
When I catch you, Ricky.
when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you. He went out and did stuff, but Madam, but actually,
She's going to.
No, you know
She's
what?
in her
She's
30s
right.
now.
She's right. I can't believe Cass is right
It's
here.
just Oscar. It just is. I don't remember
It's
his name.
a
but
less
that's-
interesting Oscar Isaac in Across the Spider-Verse.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. Somebody was able to turn out a script, and I feel just because of that. I
This
need
is
to go
why
watch
writers do cocaine.
If it helped
It's 'cause
make
they had
this
to write a
movie,
Madam
I'm
Web.
gonna. So yeah, and honestly, the trailer doesn't make me just go, hell no. It makes me kind of go,
Well, maybe.
I'm interested.
Who knows?
I got nothing, man. Y'all made a
knows?
Madam Web movie. You mad fools.
I love it.
Cora, please, you got anything to bring us back from the breach here?
I do. I have something that's very comforting and very cozy. Because those are 2 things that I actually attribute to Pokemon. And now we are getting a new show on Netflix that combines those feelings together in a stop motion field, and it is called Pokemon Concierge. We follow our main character, Haru. She is the girl in the center with the red hair, as she begins her work as a Pokemon concierge. So she is at the Pokemon Resort, and her job is to make sure that the Pokemon are comfortable and happy and just have a great time. And that is the whole point of the show, is her trying to understand these Pokemon that do not speak in English. Obviously, these Pokemon do not speak English. And just trying to make sure that they feel comfortable. One of the parts in the trailer that I really liked is she is giving an ice cream to a Psyduck, and it's got like little colorful candies on it, and she's like, and the blue one is a Squirtle, and this color is this one, and this one is this one. And she gets to the yellow, and she's like, and this one's this one is a Psyduck. And the Psyduck gets really excited and like snuggles up to her, and it's just so cute. And I really love stop motion animation anyway, so this is just feeding all kinds of like good happy vibes.
That's so sweet.
And it is coming out on December 28th, as you saw in the poster. So be sure to set some time aside after playing with your Christmas presents to enjoy some like hot chocolate and a blanket and just enjoy Pokemon.
If anyone needs a spa day, it's Psyduck.
Yeah.
Canonically has a headache all the time.
Yep.
Like,
That is why Psyduck
why would
has
you do
psychic
that?
powers.
Writers, why would you do that to him?
Okay, we have to, if we're gonna address that, we have to address the many ghost Pokemon that are just kidnapped children.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, Phantump is a child that died next to a stump getting lost in the woods, and the stump is its possessed ghost, or is possessed by its ghost. Drifloon just takes children away. You hold onto its hand and it just drifts
Dark
away.
stuff here.
Yep.
It's very FNAF. Like,
Yeah.
You died next
Just
to
gonna
something.
rope it right back
Congratulations,
around.
you haunt it now.
True. But this is not going to have any of that. This is going to be like, let's go do some yoga on the bridge and then jump off into the river and play little splash
In
games.
like a fun way.
Yeah, in a fun way.
Okay.
Like the bridge is one of those like low bridges that you can just like
Gotcha,
hop
gotcha.
off and get in, like jump into the river.
Yeah.
Scenic views, relaxation, zen moments, and Psyduck doing weird telekinesis.
Sure. You can't live without that.
I'm excited for it. I just love Pokemon.
Another game I'm gonna be buying for my kids.
It's not a game.
Oh, it's a TV show.
It's a TV show.
Another TV show you're gonna be watching with your kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is good family fun, cozy. We need more cozy. That's all I'm done. I'm done going off.
I got a quick one here. Day job, I work in kind of a data-oriented field, and one of the things that's made a real emergence this year, some to controversy, some to actual helping, is the kind of very fast emergence of AI in different fields. Taking to an example, ChatGPT. Great to complete your homework if you want to get a sentence together, or come up with something you need for a stupid podcast. But do you understand how much data it actually takes to run ChatGPT? How much information? Currently, it took 570 gigabytes of information to make the current incarnation of ChatGPT, which is still learning and adding. We're talking about 500 billion different words to make this database that this system pulls from. Well, there's going to be clones of this coming in. There's going to be other systems that are going to be using AI, and they're also going to need that many units of memory just to operate, just to get the data that it needs to do its job. And it's going to need more and more as it grows and learns. So a serious concern is, do we have the space for this? Because at this point, we're looking at one of these AI could take up potentially an entire data center of information. And I'm not talking like a small one. Just the storage requirements alone could make us run out of data, because some trending data came out recently, and they said if the reemergence of new AIs come out and the ones that we have continue to learn and add, we could run out of data by somewhere close to 2027.
What?
Think about just the amount of space one program like ChatGPT takes up. 570 gigabytes of data, and it's still clocking in more every day. Where are we going to store this? We have to retain this information because the program will no longer operate properly. It's going to be missing essential data that it needs to do its job. So we have to retain this. So where does it stop? Because right now, this doesn't have like every scrap of human history, every piece of literature, every piece of music written, but what happens when it does? What happens when it actually gets to everything we have? So now we're presented with a new problem with AI.
Judgment Day, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
I think Judgment Day happens.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just the thought. It's something that we're actually looking into now, because of there are more and more of these programs coming out every day.
Right.
And each one is going to learn from the other. Some of them might just straight up, I'll just take what you got here, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And it's copied. Now we have double that data. Where are we going to store it all? Where's it going to go? This is a genuinely serious question.
I mean, my answer is to just nuke AI, but...
Yeah, everything about AI makes me nervous, and every new thing that I learn about AI makes me even more nervous. I don't know. Like, I don't have the
And this was a
answers.
paper that they published last year that's just now kind of getting back out there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We're talking about, they're potentially saying that just everything that AI does could contribute about $15.7 trillion to the world economy by 2030. Because we are relying on it more, we are using it more, and it's learning. Now, granted, should we be alarmed? Should we be nervous? Yeah, we've seen a lot of movies and everything, but we control technology. I got a water hose out front. Bring it on, AI.
One power blip and it's over.
Weird threat.
But I don't think this is Jurassic Park, where we just start just completely forgetting all the safeties and everything. Because seriously, movies, they just forgot all about safety in those movies.
It really did.
But I see us still putting guide rails on everything just because, yeah, these scientists are out there, but they've also seen Terminator. Come on, we all have.
What makes me really nervous is a lot of things, but
knowing more than us, it already knows more than me. I'm willing to admit that.
But like, have you watched any of like congressional hearings on things to do with the internet? Have you ever watched those?
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
And watch these
very, very
Congress
old people.
Yeah, people in their 70s
How
trying
do
to
you
understand
program
the
my-
concept of Twitter.
Oh my god.
And they can't do it. They don't understand.
Tell me, what's the difference between Blu-ray and DVD?
Yeah. I sent a letter to my congressman about net neutrality. And he wrote back being like, oh, it's probably fine that we don't have net neutrality anymore. I'm like,
Argument for term limits?
you don't understand! Yeah. Also, it's the guy that delivered me as a baby, which was weird.
That is weird.
It is weird.
You might remember me.
You might remember
Hi.
me from the womb.
Hi there. You were the first thing I saw. Hello. Yeah, like their fundamental misunderstanding about the internet. And that's the internet.
Yeah.
It's been around for decades.
Yeah,
They don't understand the very
Nope.
first thing about AI, and so like the regulations are just nonsense when they do come out, and most of the time they don't. So that is one of the big things that makes me nervous. Like, our government doesn't understand shit about this.
So we're going to be relying on the people that bring these emergent technologies out to make sure that the guide rails stay on.
Humanity's on your shoulders, Elon Musk.
I mean, look, oh god, no, we're screwed. Like, I want
You sociopath.
Look, I want AI like, Jarvis in Avengers.
Yeah.
Someone that I can quip with and will give me helpful
you build
ideas.
Jarvis, and who do you get?
Oh,
Ultron.
I don't like that, but anyway.
Whoopsie.
But that's also because Tony took the guide rails off.
It is because Tony took
See?
the Caldra.
So all we need is just we only need one stupid scientist.
Yeah.
We're screwed. We're gonna
We
die.
don't have any of
Anyway.
those, right?
So yeah, you got another one this evening?
No.
Okay. Or am I just?
I'm so scared. All thought has gone out of my head. I don't know what to think now.
I'm scared beyond rational thought, Ray.
Yeah.
I have two, so I'm gonna let y'all pick which one I do.
Okay.
I've got something involving the Loser Rangers and something involving Sandland.
I want Loser Rangers.
I want the other one.
What the? That just messes up everything.
Does that help,
Chaos.
Cora? Does that help?
No, actually, the Sandland one is really quick. Sandland is having a series coming to Disney Plus
Oh.
and Hulu. I'm gonna just put up the image. There we go.
Which are combining next year.
Yep, they are combining next year, and
Oh.
it'll be on Disney Plus in Japan and on Hulu in America. It's gonna have some clips that aren't in the movie. It's gonna have a new story that follows after the movie.
We saw a lot of this at San Diego Comic Con because they were introducing it. That's from the original creator of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and this is what he was doing prior. But now let's get into Go Go Loser Ranger, or I think Reject Ranger was another one that people were saying. I'm like, I just like Go Go Loser Ranger because
Go Go Loser Ranger's great.
it invokes memories of Go Go Power Rangers. So
Yeah.
that's the whole point. We got a list of actors for our hero, our quote unquote heroes, the divine heroes that you see in the colors in the background. The ones that are technically the villains, but that's okay.
This manga was so great.
I'm so excited for this anime. So I'm gonna go from right to left color wise. I'm gonna leave this picture up since I'm looking at a million things right now. So for the green, the divine green, we have Kosuke Toriyumi, which if you watch there is a trailer introducing all the characters. If the voice sounds familiar, he did Mista in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Junpei in Persona 3. Next up we have the divine yellow keeper, that is Kensho Ono. His voice is Giorno in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Kuroko in Kuroko's Basketball. yes, I'm going to bring sports anime into this. You can't stop me.
I mean,
Our leader, the Divine Red Keeper, is Yoriichi Nakamura, which he does Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen and Hawks in My Hero Academia. I just picked two of the ones I thought people would know that watch the show. Our Divine Blue Keeper is Go Inoue, who was Biggs in Final Fantasy XIV, so he does one of those he does that character, and this is the most unfortunate character I've ever had to put on a list, because I know the character, and that is Spain from Hitalia. We don't need to talk about that, so we're just going to go on. And our lovely Pink Ranger, Divine Pink Keeper is Mao. She is Iris in Fire Force, and Minori Asagiri in Mob Psycho 100 Part 2.
where am I going to be able to view this? Because I definitely want to view this.
We still do not have that kind of information yet. I'm really, really, really hoping it's going to be on like Netflix or something that's more accessible for a wider range. Is it because I'm mad at Crunchyroll? Yes. Yes, it is.
Why are we mad at Crunchyroll?
They charged people, like, you can pay a premium to not have ads.
Yeah.
And they were still putting ads on people, so they have to pay a fine.
Yeah.
And they were also extra charging people, so...
Lovely.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about it. But, yeah. I am extremely excited about this. I think it's going to be really cool. And I need it to be on streaming now.
I definitely need this. It's sad that it comes at a time when Power Rangers is taking a hiatus.
This is what we can fill the void in while we wait.
Yeah, isn't this the perfect time?
Sadly, yes, but also tragically, yes. So I'm down because Cora recommended this manga and I went and found it and it was great. I did enjoy it so much. It's funny as hell, but also it is everything dark about Power Rangers that, you know.
To recap.
What if?
Yeah, to recap, you have the Divine Keepers, which are this universe's version of the Power Rangers, and they swooped in and they saved the day. But that's not profitable. So what if we take these villains that we have defeated and we make them show up every Sunday afternoon for a fight for the public that looks like we're still fighting them?
Literally like a TV show.
And it's been going on
It exposes
for
all the problems of Power
100
Rangers.
years.
Anyway,
It's been going on for years. And one of the bad guys finally is like, you know what? I have had it. So he sneaks away. He's a shapeshifter, so he shapes into a human. I mean, he's humanoid shape anyway, but like a normal person instead of a villain, and infiltrates the Divine Keepers to try and audition to become one of them, to destroy them from the inside. And that's the plot.
so down.
What if the Power Rangers were evil?
Anyway, I can't wait to watch this one. So yeah, even though it's mocking that which I love,
It's mocking it in a fun way, though.
it really is.
And who hasn't had this thought?
Never. Your arm down.
Did you like the Green Ranger being evil? What if
Yeah, now
we extended it to the rest of
It's probably the best one at all, honestly. Anyway, okay, I think we got through everything. Guys, thank you for joining us. This is our last live show of the season. We will be back after the new year with more of this. We'll have some videos along the way. Alternate Heads is going to have some videos. We don't have anything planned on D&D, but I really want to get something planned for D&D because I need me some D&D. So we'll work on that. Of course, there'll be stories and other articles on supercoolnerdshow.com. Go check that out over there. And follow us, Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, at SCNS Live. And thank you for everybody that has been following us and checking out the website stories. It's been getting a lot of traffic here lately. So yeah, we're going to keep that up while we take our little holiday break. But we'll have some videos coming out. Some stuff coming out that we just kind of found out today. Anyway, if you want to follow me personally, you can follow me on social medias over at JasonTheX.
You can find me on Instagram at The Good Cast.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, possibly one day at Blue Sky when I remember I can post there, at Corodono Art.
All right. That is it for us. We'll see you after the new year. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Don't get too full now. All right, you. All right, the outro is.